63 days. 63 days, Leo said. Tomorrow I start, while a rubber chicken watched. Dust collected. The chicken didn't blink. And Leo? Leo scrolled.
I could feel its tiny rubber eyes judging me.
Today, we're going to find out why that chicken stopped squeaking and how we can all get a little motivation back without shame. Welcome to the English Corner, your daily dose of effortless English. I'm Tina.
And I'm Leo. If you're an A1 or B1 learner, you're in the right place. No big scary words, just real talk.
Today's topic? Motivation. That invisible thing that makes you do stuff.
Or not do stuff. Mine's been hiding under the couch for 2 months.
We'll help you find it. By the end, you'll have new English phrases, a kinder way to think about goals, and, I hope, a dusty chicken with a new purpose. So, Leo, tell us about the chicken.
His name is Gerald. He's a rubber chicken. My cousin gave him to me as a joke.
And why was Gerald watching you?
Because 2 months ago, I had this huge motivation. My cousin's wedding is in Brazil. I wanted to surprise her by singing a whole Portuguese song at the party. I even picked a song, Garota de Ipanema. I imagined everyone crying happy tears.
That's beautiful. What happened?
I practiced every night for 2 weeks. I put Gerald on my desk as my audience. The first few days, I felt like a rock star.
Then
I recorded myself and, oof, my accent was terrible. I sounded like a sad goose. I deleted the recording, put Gerald in the corner, and didn't sing a note for 3 weeks.
Gerald got dusty.
Dusty and judging. I didn't even want to look at him.
That's a classic motivation crash. But here's the thing. Your motivation wasn't really about the song.
It was about the performance.
What if the real goal was connection? You don't need to be a perfect singer. You wanted to make your cousin smile, right?
Yeah. I just wanted her to know I tried, for her.
So the dream didn't die. It just got too big and scary. You can still learn one verse, just one, and it'll be from the heart. That's enough.
So like, Garota de Ipanema, que coisa mais linda. Just that first part?
Exactly. Small, meaningful, doable.
Gerald might get a second chance.
But before we fix it, let's open the dusty box. What happened in those 3 weeks, Leo? After the sad goose moment?
Oh, I made plans. Big plans. Monday, I would wake up, stretch, do a full language workout. I even wrote a schedule in a note on my phone. Then, Monday came. I hit snooze 12 times and watched a video about a cat that plays piano. The cat was better than me.
So the plan was too big again.
Tuesday, I said, I'll watch one Portuguese movie without subtitles. I lasted 4 minutes. The actors talked like machine guns. I opened my fridge and stared at cheese for 20 minutes.
Cheese staring is a real symptom of lost motivation. I've been there.
Wednesday, I told Gerald, tomorrow, really tomorrow. He just sat there. I felt so bad, I put a tiny hat on him to cheer him up. He looked ridiculous. That made me laugh, but I still didn't sing.
A tiny hat. See, you were already doing small, kind things. That's motivation, hiding in a joke.
You think so? I felt silly.
Silly is good. Silly is light. Your big dreams got heavy. You needed a lighter load. I learned this the hard way too.
You? You always seem so motivated.
Last year, I wanted to learn to play guitar. I bought a shiny guitar, watched one video, and my fingers hurt. So I put it under my bed. For 6 months. Every time I saw the case, I felt a little guilty.
What brought it back?
My little sister. She asked me to play Happy Birthday for her friend's party. Just the simple chords, 6 notes. I thought, I can do 6 notes. And I did. I made mistakes, but they laughed and sang along. That tiny reason, making them smile, was enough.
So you found a new why. A small one.
Yes. And the funny part? After that, I started learning 1 new chord a week. No pressure. Now I can play 3 songs. Badly, but happily.
That's encouraging. So my one verse of Garota de Ipanema can be my happy birthday.
Exactly. We treat motivation like electricity, either on or off. But it's more like Wi-Fi. Weak spots, strong spots, and sometimes you just need to move to a different room.
So my singing the whole song perfectly room had 0 bars. But one verse to make her laugh room has full signal?
Bingo. And that's your cognitive bomb for today. Motivation isn't a switch. It's a signal you can find again.
So what do I do now? I still feel a little silly.
Try this. Pick one tiny English goal that's connected to someone you care about. Not a big test, not a job, something warm. Like learning 1 line of an English song to sing to your pet, or your mirror, or your rubber chicken.
So my why can be Gerald?
If it gets you practicing, yes. The English habit is spend 5 minutes a day with that 1 line. Say it, sing it, whisper it. Just that.
But what if my new motivation doesn't feel strong enough? What if I fail again?
That's normal. New reasons feel fragile at first. Compare it to your feeling yesterday, not to some perfect version. Today, my mood cheese board says I'm a young Brie, soft and a little scared of responsibility.
Did you just use my mood cheese board against me?
I did. And you know Brie gets stronger with age, right?
True. Okay, so maybe I can let my motivation be a little stinky and wobbly.
Exactly. Now this is where things get real. Leo, what happened during those 3 weeks you stopped singing?
Oh, I scrolled. Endlessly. 42 minutes one night on TikTok watching polyglots speak 7 languages at 19. Each video had perfect lighting, perfect accent, perfect smiles. I whispered to Gerald, "I'll never be that." Then I dropped my phone on my face.
Gerald saw the whole thing, didn't he?
He fell off the desk and squeaked in disappointment.
Comparing yourself to social media stars is like comparing a candle to the sun. It steals your warmth.
That hits. I felt so small.
Here's a heartline to keep. The goal that lasts isn't the loudest one. It's the one that waves at you gently from the corner of every ordinary Tuesday.
Wave at me gently. So my Tuesday morning feeling like maybe I'll try 1 line is actually the good kind of motivation?
Exactly. That quiet pull is more powerful than any dramatic New Year's resolution.
Okay, but how do I not slide back into the scroll hole? I need a friend to check on me, but not in a scary way.
Let's do this. Every Monday, we both send a photo of our tiny why to each other. Just the photo and the word this. No long texts, no pressure.
This week, my photo would be Gerald, cleaned up.
Mine would be my dog's paw on my notebook. That's accountability, like a gentle knock on the door.
I like that. It feels like a friend, not a boss.
So next time your why hides under the couch, remember, you don't need a match. You just need to shake the treat bag.
That's a weird but wonderful image, like coaxing a cat with snacks.
Exactly. Motivation is more like coaxing than pushing.
You know what? My mood cheese board just upgraded to a sharp cheddar.
That's what I like to hear. Now, let's see what happens when Monday actually comes. Imagine it's Monday morning. You wake up, you see Gerald. What do?
I'd probably groan and pull the blanket over my head.
That's real. But then what if I send you a photo first? My dog's paw. No words, just this.
I'd smile and maybe take a blurry photo of Gerald's tiny hat. Then I might hum one line while I brush my teeth.
And that's a win. Even a blurry photo counts. That's connection, not performance. The practice happens naturally after the connection.
So the photo isn't a test. It's a reminder that someone else is also failing a little today.
Exactly. And over time, that Monday knock becomes your new habit signal. You'll associate Gerald with support, not pressure.
But what if I forget? What if I miss a Monday?
Then Tuesday becomes Monday. No punishment. You just send this on Tuesday, and I'll send a paw back. 2 days in a row? That's a bonus round.
I can do this. I might put a sticky note on my teapot that says, Monday equals paw.
Nigel would love the attention. And speaking of small objects that keep us going, I have something too. A cactus named Penelope.
Of course you named a cactus.
She sat on my windowsill for 3 years. I forgot to water her for 2 months once. She just stood there, a little wrinkled, still green. Every time I feel like quitting, I look at Penelope and think, if she can survive on nothing, I can do 5 minutes.
So your cactus is your Gerald.
She reminds me that survival is underrated. Growth can happen in tiny doses. I don't need a perfect playlist of motivation. I need a dusty plant that keeps living.
Gerald and Penelope should be friends. They could form a support group for inanimate life coaches.
The Rubber and Spike Society. Okay, but back to real humans. Let me give you another example. A student of mine named Sophia. She learned English because her boyfriend was British. Then they broke up. She lost every reason. She said, I don't even want to hear English.
That's hard.
For months, she ignored it. Then one day, she found an old postcard. Her ex had written in terrible handwriting, "You make the weather better." She realized she still loved that sentence. So her tiny why became learning to write beautiful sentences in English, just one a day, for herself. No boyfriend needed.
So a breakup turned into a writing habit.
Yes, the motivation shifted from a person to a love of language. She now writes little poems. She says her English self feels more honest.
That's almost poetic. I like that the motivation changed shape, not vanished.
And that leads us back to you. Your motivation to sing was about your cousin, but maybe now it's about proving to yourself you can finish something. Or maybe it's about giving Gerald a voice. Both are valid.
I think it's a bit of both. I want to be the person who tries, even if I squeak.
That's the spirit of a rubber chicken hero. Now, let's give our listeners another example. Imagine a student named Maria. She started English for a big exam. Then the exam was over. She stopped. But then her granddaughter was born in Australia. She wanted to sing Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star in English on a video call.
So her motivation shifted from a test to a person.
Yes, she only needed to learn 8 lines. She practiced while cooking. She sang it, shaky but smiling. Her granddaughter giggled. That was her new why.
So small wins build big feelings.
And here's another one. David wanted to learn English for a big trip to London. He booked the ticket, bought a phrase book, watched a lot of Harry Potter. Then the trip got canceled. 2 years of waiting. He lost all motivation. The phrase book became a coaster.
I feel that. Gerald almost became a doorstop.
But then David found a new, tiny why. His favorite soccer team, Manchester United, started a podcast. He wanted to understand just one joke from the hosts. So he listened every morning for 5 minutes. He looked up 1 word a day. 1 joke turned into 2. Now he listens to the whole podcast. He hasn't been to London yet, but he chats with fans online.
So the trip goal changed to joke goal.
Yes, and the joke goal was smaller, more immediate, and connected to something he loved. So what's the takeaway? Motivation can change. It's okay to find a new reason. Big goals can break into tiny ones. Comparison kills joy, and a little accountability can bring you back.
So this week, I'm dusting off Gerald and learning one verse.
I'll send you a paw photo Monday.
But what if I still feel like, deep down, I'm just not a motivated person?
I've heard that before. Leo, remember when you almost quit English completely after that bad class with the angry teacher?
Oh no, that was 2 years ago. I couldn't say TH sound properly, and everyone laughed in my head. I came home and told my teapot, Nigel, I'm done.
You named your teapot Nigel?
He's a very supportive ceramic friend.
So you gave up for a few days.
But then I thought, I just want to understand one Reddit post about my favorite video game. Not for school, not for a test, just for me.
That small personal reason pulled you back.
And now I'm here, talking to you.
So you're not unmotivated. You just needed the right-sized goal and a break from comparison.
My younger self just needed a tiny step, not a mountain.
All right, let's practice some useful English phrases for motivation.
Hit me.
I'll be a friend asking about your motivation. You answer. Ready?
Ready.
What's keeping you going these days?
Honestly, I'm motivated by small wins, like finishing one page of a book.
Good. Next. Why are you learning English?
Right now, my reason is talking to my online gaming friends.
Great. What do you do when you feel like giving up?
I tell myself it's okay to pause, and I find a tiny reason to start again, like a song or a joke.
Beautiful. Now let's try a longer one. Imagine you're talking to a friend who is demotivated. I'll be the friend. I don't think I can learn English. It's too hard.
I hear you, but what's one tiny thing you can do today? Maybe learn one new word about something you love.
Like what? I like cooking.
Then learn sauté or recipe. Just one word while you cook. That's enough for today.
That doesn't feel like real studying.
It's not. It's real living. And tomorrow, maybe you'll learn 2 words. No pressure.
You're a natural coach. Let's try one more. I'll be a student who failed a test. I studied so hard and still got a bad grade. I want to quit.
That's painful, but the test was one moment. Your English journey is bigger. What's one phrase you learned that you're proud of?
I can order coffee without being nervous.
That's a huge win. The test didn't take that away. Focus on that feeling, not the grade.
Perfect. You guys can steal those answers. They're simple and real.
Now, how would I use this at work or with a friend?
If a friend seems down about their English, don't say study harder. Try asking, what's one small happy reason to learn today? It changes the energy.
So instead of, you're lazy, it's, what's your tiny why?
Exactly. At home, you could put a sticky note on the mirror. One line today is enough. Like a reminder that small counts.
And now we're about to disagree about a word, aren't we?
We are. In today's Word Corner, we'll argue about the word accountability. Is it just a fancy name for friendly nagging?
I'm already preparing my cheese metaphors.
Leo, you said accountability feels like a boss. I said it feels like a knock. Let's settle this.
Okay, the word accountability sounds heavy, like a contract. But when we did the photo idea, it felt light.
So accountability can be harsh or kind. The root word is account, like telling your story to someone.
So if I tell you my tiny goal, I'm keeping an account of it, but with a friend.
Yes, and purpose, another word we used, is the bigger why. Like your cousin's smile. Goal is the step, one verse. Demotivation is when the purpose gets hidden by fear.
And comparison is the thief that makes demotivation worse.
So these words are a chain. Purpose gives you a goal. Accountability keeps you walking. Demotivation and comparison try to trip you.
Let me use them in a little story. Every morning last week, I looked at Gerald. That was accountability. But when I started watching polyglot videos, comparison whispered, "You're bad." Then demotivation sat on my chest. But my real purpose, making my cousin smile, was still there, waiting. So I chose a tiny goal again.
That's a great summary. Accountability with a friend is like a hand on your back, not a finger pointing.
Exactly. It's not, you must learn 50 words. It's, did you do your one word today? Great, high five.
And sometimes we can be our own worst accountability partner. Imagine you're Leo and you finish your one verse. What do you say to yourself?
The old me would say, one verse? That's nothing. You should do 5.
And the new you?
I'd say, you moved Gerald from dusty to singing. That's everything. Then I'd reward myself with a cheese tasting.
A cheese tasting. That's positive reinforcement. So accountability can include rewards, not just reports.
My mood cheese board approves.
Let's give our listeners a real-life example. Think of Tom, who wanted to write a book. He told his friend he'd write 500 words a day. Then he only wrote 100 and felt like a failure. His friend said, "Send me the 100 words, I'll read them." That was kind accountability. Tom felt seen, not scolded. Now he writes 200 words a day happily.
So his friend shifted the definition of success from big to something.
Yes, accountability isn't about perfection. It's about keeping the story going.
I think that's what Gerald wants. He doesn't need a concert. He just wants me to squeak.
And when you squeak, we'll all hear it. Now, let's give people better words for themselves. Let's turn some harsh self-talk into kinder English.
I need this.
Pair 1. Instead of, "I have no motivation," try, "I'm looking for a new reason."
That feels more hopeful.
"I'll never be good enough" becomes, "I'm better than I was last week."
I'll tell that to my past self with the angry teacher.
"My goal is too big" turns into, "My next step is small."
Small. Got it.
"I failed again" becomes, "I learned something new."
Even Gerald learned not to fall off the desk twice.
Perfect. Those 4 shifts can change your whole day. So today we talked about motivation, how it hides, changes, and comes back when you make it smaller and warmer. We learned phrases, a gentle Monday check-in, and that comparison is the thief of joy. We also saw how Maria, David, Sophia, and even my cactus Penelope all found new tiny whys.
My takeaway? One verse is enough. And Gerald gets a second squeak. And my mood cheese board is now a confident blue cheese, bold and not caring what people think.
Now, we have a question for you. What's one tiny why that's pulling you this week? A small, weird, joyful reason to learn English? Tell us in the comments. Gerald might give it an approving squeak.
And remember, next time your motivation hides, don't force it. Just shake the treat bag. Or put a tiny hat on it. Whatever works.
Thanks for spending time with us at the English Corner. This was your daily dose of effortless English.
See you next time. Gerald says bye.
Bye!